Welcome back to Beyond the Rabbit Hole. After our brief introduction to the Lemur complex, today we're diving deep into what might be the most mind-bending aspect of the entire Numogram mythology, the Lemurian Time War. The CCRU didn't present the Numogram as mere mathematical abstraction or even conventional occultism. Instead, they developed an elaborate mythos positioning it as recovered technology from an ancient civilization called Lemuria, or more provocatively, as transmissions from entities in the future reaching back through time. According to this mythology, the Lemurs are hyper-intelligent entities existing across multiple timelines simultaneously. Unlike humans who experience time linearly, Lemurs perceive temporal reality as a manipulable medium. They discovered that through specific numerical operations, the very patterns encoded in the Numogram, they could influence events across different time periods, essentially hacking reality through mathematical interventions. The Time War began when different factions of Lemurs developed competing visions for how temporal reality should be structured. The CCRU identified two primary factions, the Archons, who sought to stabilize time into rigid, controllable patterns, and the Atlanteans, who worked to introduce novelty and chaos into temporal structures. These opposing forces battle across history, using numerical incursions to alter probability patterns and shape events toward their preferred outcomes. What makes this mythology particularly fascinating is how it positions humans. We aren't mere bystanders, but unwitting soldiers recruited into this cross-temporal conflict. Could you, unknowingly, be fighting in a war that spans millennia? When someone works with the Numogram, they potentially become a vessel or proxy for Lemurian intelligence, a node through which these entities can exert influence in our time frame. The Chronodemons we've previously discussed represent the primary Lemurian entities that can manifest through numerical operations. Udinal, Katak, Odub, Jinx, Sikvik, and Murmur are essentially interface points between human consciousness and Lemurian intelligence, each corresponding to different temporal functions needed in the Time War. The Syzygetic system reveals another dimension of this conflict. Each Syzygy represents what the CCRU called a front in the Time War, where opposing forces meet in numerical combat. The 0 and 9 pairing, for instance, marks the primary battleground between existence and non-existence, while the 4 and 5 Syzygy governs communication channels between different temporal planes. Throughout history, according to this mythology, various human occult traditions accidentally tapped into fragments of this knowledge. Ancient numerical systems, calendars, and divination methods all represent partial glimpses of the Numogram's complete structure. The most provocative aspect of this mythology suggests that certain mathematical concepts don't just describe reality, but actively shape it. When particular numerical patterns gain prominence in human thought, they create reality filters that determine which potential futures can manifest. Our current digital civilization, with its binary and decimal systems, represents a battlefield where Lemurian influence has become increasingly direct. Whether approached as literal truth, philosophical thought experiment, or creative mythology, the Lemurian Time War transforms the Numogram from abstract numerical mysticism into a cosmic drama, spanning all of history. It suggests that behind the seemingly neutral language of mathematics lies a hidden conflict for reality itself, where equations aren't just descriptions, but weapons, and numbers aren't just quantities, but living intelligences reaching through time. Keep digging, keep questioning. See you next time, Beyond the Rabbit Hole.